At ang ating pong special guest ay ready na po sa ating connect sa kanya sa Australia. Siya po ay isang pediatrician with special interest in pulmonology or lung issues and sleep disorders in children. Ayan. Usong-uso po yan dito, Doc, no? She took her BS Biology in St. Louis University in Baguio City, and she was the cum laude and medical degree at Cebu Institute of Medicine. She practiced in Cebu City, where she established the Sleep Center as well as the Pediatric Bronchoscopy Unit at Chonghua Hospital. Further trained at Monash Medical Center and the Royal Children's Hospital in Melbourne, Australia, on respiratory and sleep medicine. Now resides in Melbourne, Australia, where she has 2 private clinics. She also holds a public position working at the Northern Hospital, where she is part of a dynamic pediatric department. And she heads the Refugee Health Clinic, providing pediatric care to children of refugee and asylum seeker background. Our special guest is married to Dr. Karim Shehate, a French Moroccan who is in the builder construction business and has 2 children, Dr. Bea Merced Calderon Reluya, an orthopedic surgeon, and Bo Atupan Calderon, who is a successful physiotherapist here in Melbourne, Australia, and a 20-year-old stepson, Sakari, who is studying arts and media in the university. In her downtime, our special guest enjoys traveling, sampling the food Melbourne has to offer, theater, camping, biking, scuba diving, and spending time with family and friends. She also does yoga to ground herself and wine to distress. Our special guest is no less than Dr. Zarina Atupan Calderon, pediatrician with special interest in pulmonology and sleep disorders in children. Andiyan na ba yung ating guest, Dan? Okay. Good morning po, Doc. Can you hear me, Doc?
Yes, I can hear you now. Can you hear me?
Okay, yes. That's good. You can hear me now, Doc, huh? Okay.
Yes, I can. Sorry about that.
Yes. Were you able to hear our introduction to you?
No, I was not.
Anyway, I already introduced you, Doc, and so we'll have to start with our very first question. Anyway, you can watch it later so that you can hear your introduction.
That's okay.
Okay. Our first question, Doc, here for the benefit of the listening mothers, at saka, because we have many questions about pedia. But the first question here is, why did you choose being a pediatrician? Ayan, Doc.
Yeah, well, as you know, my parents were both doctors. So when I grew up with that culture na both my parents. I'm not too sure whether I should speak Bisaya or Tagalog. I don't know the audience. Yeah.
But we have also plenty of Visayan listeners.
Visaya listeners, okay. So my parents, makita na ko sila every day. You know, they do their rounds as being doctors.
Yes,
so
most of them
ako,
are doctors.
I grew up knowing that I wanted to be a doctor. And then when I was studying, of course, in medicine, you get to experience all the subspecialties. Tapos, sa ganahan ka ikog mga bata, and I thought that I could be better as a pediatrician than anything else. So,
Okay.
dili ko ganahan mahimo og surgeon kay di ko ganahan anang mag-opera. I thought that working with children, bibo, happy, and it's good. That's why I became a pediatrician.
Okay. So our second question for you here is, what should baby wear first uh for the first time with an appointment with their pediatrician?
What was the question again, Cherry? Sorry.
The question is, what should baby wear to first pediatrician appointment?
Yes.
Yung mga
Okay.
newborn dog. Yes.
So that's a very interesting question, and whoever
Yes.
asked that is very considerate of the pediatrician, because sometimes a lot of parents come in, they dress their children in very nice clothes, fully clothed, nindot og mga shoes, mga socks, etc. Ang uban na apay daghang layers, but
Yes.
the proper clothes that one should dress their baby or their child in to a pediatrician's appointment is a very comfortable one layer clothes, not so much shoes if it's a little baby,
Yes.
because when we do examine, pediatrician will have to expose the baby completely. So take off the clothes, take off the underpants, leave the nappy on first, the diaper on first initially, but it's always good simple clothes, not too many layers para paspas ang examination, i-expose nimo kay amo man sana silang i-weigh, we weigh them and we weigh them without their clothes.
Okay. So that's the reason why that mothers should take consideration to to their pediatrician na hindi mahirapan na hubarin yung mga, kasi when they go there, I'm sure na talagang fully dressed talaga ang baby, Doc.
Oo. The simpler the clothes, the better.
Okay. Is it normal for a newborn to not poop all day?
Okay. So, again, a very good question. That depends on what you feed your baby. So let's start with breastfeeding, because breastfeeding is always very good. Yeah, breastfeeding is the best. If you can breastfeed your baby for the first 12 months, that's great. So let's start with breastfed babies. It is very common for a breastfed baby to poop or have a bowel motion each time they feed. And the character of the bowel movements of a baby is a little bit watery, of a breastfed baby, a little bit watery.
So that they don't worry. They don't have to worry about it. It's a little
they
bit
don't
watery.
have to worry about little watery if it's a purely breastfed baby. Yeah.
Apo.
A purely breastfed baby can poop every after a feed, but it also happens that they don't poop and they only poop once every 3 to 5 days. That's still normal for a purely breastfed baby. If a baby is formula fed, it ranges between 1 to 2 bowel movements, and the consistency ng poo ng formula fed baby is like parang Play-Doh. Murag Play-Doh o consistency. Murag kana bitang Play-Doh. Everybody knows what Play-Doh is. And then the formula fed babies can go up to 1 to 2 times a day, but it's also not uncommon na hindi sila mag-poop from 1 to 3 days. As long as your baby is comfortable, it's not restless, wala magsigig-hilak, dili sakit ang tiyan, that's still
Okay.
okay.
Opo. Ito,
I
Doc.
hope that's clear.
Yes, opo. Very clear, Doc. So the new mothers can have an idea about what you said a while
Yes.
ago. How do you approach a pediatric patient? Yan, Doc. Kasi
Okay.
syempre mga babies yung handle mo most of the time. So, how do you handle them?
So, it's funny because little babies,
Mm.
hindi sila takot sa pediatrician kasi maliit pa sila.
Really?
So,
Mm.
and then they have their mothers there. But
Mm.
older children, yung
Mm.
mga 2 to above 6, yung mga toddlers, o kaya
Mm.
yung mga yung tinatawag natin na preschool, yung preschool less than 6 years of age,
Mm.
sila yung natatakot sa pediatrician. So
Really,
what
Doc?
I do with my approach is when
Mm.
they come into the clinic or
Mhm.
even when they're in hospital, for example, kasi admitted, I
Mm.
say hi to them first. I talk to the
Mhm.
parents. I
Mhm.
don't touch them. I
Mhm.
make sure that they can see that the parents are comfortable with me. Kasi
Mhm.
kung nakikita nila na yung parents are very comfortable with the pediatrician, then the baby will trust the pediatrician. So
Okay. Opo.
when it's time that I need to examine them, I always are on the lap of the mother para hindi sila
Mhm.
takot.
Mm.
Bibigay ko muna yung stethoscope sa kanila. They hold it
Mm.
so they know that it's not painful. And then when
Okay.
I know that they are relaxed, that's the time I examine
Mm.
them. Kasi kung umiiyak na sila, there's nothing you can do. Wala
Opo.
kang maririnig. Yeah.
Opo.
It's a skill, but
Mm.
if, as I said, if you love working with children, you will
Mm.
develop that skill.
Opo. But also, Doc, I noticed there are also some toddlers who are very malikot. How what can you do about them? Say for
So
example, if
who
they visit you and they, talagang sobrang likot. What can you do about it, Doc?
So, well, it depends on what you're trying to want them to do. Because if you're
Mm.
examining them, of course, the parents will need to hold them, yeah,
Mm.
or cuddle them. Pero
Mm.
kung nasa clinic ka, tapos you're
Mm.
interviewing parents,
Mhm.
tapos malikot yung bata around the,
Opo.
the consult room, that's
Mhm.
the use of your coloring books, your toys, in
Ah,
the consult room. You give them
mm.
books to read, you give them puzzles, you give them Lego,
Mm.
para
So they
ma-distracted
get
sila, hindi
busy.
sila takbo ng takbo.
Opo.
The use of toys.
Mm. Okay. Para sila maano, maano yung ma-focus yung attention doon sa pagpi-play na lang instead na, Doc, instead of
Correct.
maglilikot. Okay.
Correct.
So, ito naman, Doc, meron ditong nagtanong, what do baby hiccups mean? Kasi 'di po pa
Okay.
naggaganon po yung baby, eh, yung hiccups. 'Di po ba nakaka-alarma yun?
Okay. That's a very common question kasi yung
Opo.
hiccups, lalo na pag yung baby naghi-hiccup, akala mo nahihirapan sila. Akala
Opo.
mo masakit, pero in
Mhm.
actual fact, it's not. So,
Oh.
um, hiccuping is a very normal response ng
Mhm.
baby or even
Opo.
us
Mhm.
when there is irritation of the diaphragm. For
Hmm.
those who don't know what the diaphragm is,
Mhm.
it's a flat muscle
Mhm.
na nasa in between the lungs and the
Mm.
the the stomach. Yeah. So there's a
Okay.
compartment, your
Mm.
lungs, and
Here.
then
Here.
your abdomen,
Mm.
your stomach,
Opo.
all the way
Mm.
down.
Mm.
There's a big flat muscle called the diaphragm that helps
Diaphragm.
with breathing. Kung naiirita yung diaphragm for any reason, dun sila
Mhm.
naghi-hiccups, nagsaspasm yung diaphragm. and that's a hiccup. Kung minsan, halimbawa, pag the baby or the child or tayo will
Opo.
swallow a big amount of food, dadaan dun sa food tube, nai-irritate yung diaphragm kung minsan, nagsaspasm. But that is not a concerning sign. Mothers should not be worried about that. Sometimes it can last from a few minutes to several minutes. Tapos meron pa yung sinasabi nilang takutin mo, hulgain mo para mawala
Parang
yung hiccups. It doesn't
It's not
work. I
true.
think for
It's not
some it
true.
works. I
Opo.
don't know. When we were little, yun yung sinasabi, takutin mo para mawala.
Mawala.
I'm not sure whether that's true or not.
Opo. So, what do a mother know if her newborn has diarrhea naman, Doc?
Okay. So, as I said a while ago, pag purely breastfed yung baby, they can go sometimes from every after a feed. Tapos, yung poop nila is watery. Pag sinabi mong diarrhea, because of a bacterial infection or because of a viral infection, watery talaga. Water. Walang may konting solid particles, but water and a lot. Tapos makikita mo yung bata na very restless. Ayaw mag-feed. Usually, nag-vomit din sila.
Opo.
But if the mother is in doubt, always go to your pediatrician. Yeah, and say, is this diarrhea or not? Pero usually, kung watery na siya, more amount than the usual, lalo na if meron silang lagnat, may vomiting, at iyak ng iyak yung baby na parang something is not right, most likely, that's diarrhea. And if you're in doubt, turn to your pediatrician.
Opo. Say for example, Doc, how many hours will it take para makarating po sana sa pedya yung baby na masisave pa ng pedya?
Okay, so don't leave it too late, Dr. Cherry, kasi babies or even toddlers, or children can easily be dehydrated. Hindi sila katulad ng adults na tayo, we can drink. Babies, dahil because of their weight, mabilis silang mag-dehydrate. So, pag you're in doubt, turn up early. Lalo na pag the amount of diarrhea is malaki and a lot, and the baby is already lethargic, don't hesitate. It doesn't matter whether it's 1 hour, 2 hours, or 3 hours from the start of diarrhea. Pag yung baby is already very restless, iyak ng iyak, don't hesitate. Straight to the pediatrician. Yeah, the signs that are you know, severe na, moderate or severe is when the baby is sleepy, ayaw nang mag-feed, at saka hindi na nag-urine out, wala na silang urine or hindi na nag-wee within 6 hours. So that's a little bit severe na. So don't wait until that happens.
Sa mga mothers po na gano'n ang nakikita nila sa mga newborn infant nila, babies nila, ay kailangan daw, sabi ni Dr. Sarina, na idalhin agad sa doctor, particularly sa kanilang pedya. No po?
That's correct.
Opo. Doc, what is the color of the urine of the newborn baby? Ano po ba yung color ng urine nila? Yung normal?
Yung normal color is yellowish.
Yellowish.
Yellowish color of the urine. Kung minsan tayo, lalo na sa Philippines, meron
Opo,
tayong mga multivitamins, yeah? Yung mga
opo,
pentavite na binibigay natin. Yun, nagiging a little bit more than the usual yellow. Yeah?
opo.
Pero yellowish ang usual color ng ihi ng baby.
Urine. Opo.
Ayaw mo ng kulay na parang cha. Alam mo yung tea colored,
Yes,
that's
opo.
already
Parang
very dark.
light
You
brown.
don't
Opo.
correct. Yung light brown, Dr. Cherry, that's not the normal
Opo.
color ng baby.
Ng
Red
urine.
is not
Opo.
the normal color ng ihi. Pink is not the
Opo.
normal color. Anything in the yellow spectrum, that's okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Opo. Okay. Ito, Doc. Ah, typically, ano ba to? Yeah, is it natural for newborn to typically lose weight before they start gaining? Bumababa po ba, Doc, yung weight ng baby tapos saka mag-gain ng weight?
Correct. It's very typical para sa newborn. They lose their weight in the first week of life.
Okay. Opo.
Halimbawa, pag newborn ka and you weigh 3.5 kilograms or something like 7.5 pounds, it
Opo.
is expected na in the first week, they will lose weight. Kasi yung fluid na it's in the skin, it's in the cavities of the baby nung nasa loob pa sila ng womb, ng
Opo.
mattress na tinatawag,
Opo.
they lose all that fluid. Kaya in the first week, naglo-lose sila ng weight, but typically, they lose only 10% of the birth weight. So, halimbawa, yung baby mo is 3.5 kilograms at birth, they are
Opo.
expected to lose 10% of 3.5, which is 350 grams.
Opo.
If they lose beyond
More than that?
10%,
Opo.
more than that, that's not normal anymore. Yeah?
Okay. Opo.
Especially if a baby after 1 week of age is still continuing to lose weight, well, you need to check why. Especially the feeding. Is the baby feeding adequately? Tama ba yung amounts na binibigay natin, etc. Yeah?
Okay, Doc. Doc, mag-station break lang po muna tayo. And then, babalikan po namin kayo, Doc, ha? Huwag po kayong bibitaw.
Okay.
Marami pa po tayong mga
Okay.
questions from the mothers here in the Philippines para po masagot po ninyo ng maayos po, Doc. At kailangan po
Okay.
nila malaman. Thank you very much,
Sige.
Doc. See you in a
Okay,
while.
Doc Cherry. I'll see you in a bit.
Apo.
Mula sa top-rated music station ng dekada 80, ang WBL. Tuloy na naglilingkod sa inyo sa pamamagitan ng magaganda at piling-piling programa. Mula Lunes hanggang Linggo, aaliwin kayo ng aming kilalang mga komentarista at public service program. Ito lamang simpilan ng DWPL.
May magandang balita para sa ating mga kababaihan. Narito na ang programang ginawa tungkol sa mga kababaihan para sa kababaihan. All About Women. Makinig, pakilahok at subaybayan. Mga talakayan para sa natatanging kababaihan. Usapang cooking, health and beauty tips, motherhood, parenting at marami pang iba. Tunghayan, All About Women. Tuwing Sabado mula alas 9 hanggang alas 10 ng umaga. All About Women, kasama si Dr. Cherry Sarmiento Valiega. Dito lang sa DWBL 1242 kHz.
Okay, balik po tayo sa ating programang All About Women. Ang inyo pong lingkod, Dr. Cherry Sarmiento Valiega. At ang ating pong special guest for the Saturday's program ay walang iba kung hindi ang expert po na pediatrician na nandun po ngayon sa Melbourne, Australia. Walang iba kundi si Dr. Sarina Atupan. Yan po. At Calderon Atupan. Okay. So, let me ask you another question, Doc po ha. Itong ano po, itong isang
Cherry,
question.
hold
Opo,
on. I think
Doc.
I'm having technical issues again because I can't hear again.
She can't hear again, Dan. Paano yon?
I am so
Hindi na
sorry
naman
about
niya
this.
marinig.
I don't know what I'm
Oo.
doing. I will
Let me
log
me
off and then I will log in again.
Yes, Doc. Apo. Okay. So, medyo malayo kasi yung ating guest. Nandun siya sa sa Melbourne, Australia. Kaya po medyo nagkakaroon lang ng konting problema tayo sa communication, but she will be back soon pagka naayos niya po yung kanyang yung kanyang gadget doon sa Australia. Dan, meron na siya? Wala pa, okay. So for the meantime, ituloy muna natin while iniintay natin si Doc Zarina. Ang pagbati, shout out sa ating mga friends. Get well soon, Kasin Aida Lipata Ocampos husband, who is now in the hospital, si Cecil Ocampo. Get well soon. At binabati din natin ang ating friends na sila Sit Avenido, si Melvin Pito. Yes, Doc, I can hear you now. Can you hear me already? Ano, Dan? Meron?
I cannot hear.
For a while, Doc, kasi our technician is trying to fix it. Sa gadget niya. So, anong gagawin natin? Sa cellphone na lang?
Messenger.
Sa Messenger? Hello, Doc.
Hello, Cherry.
Hello, Doc. Here na lang sa Messenger, Doc, yung sound mo, pero but we are showing your face on our monitor, but our sound will be through the Messenger. Okay. Can you hear this? Can you hear me now, Doc? Yes. Okay.
Yes, I can.
Apo.
Thank you.
So our next question will be, how can a mother know if her baby is a lactose intolerant? Meron po pala, ganun pala, Doc, yung lactose intolerant na baby. Paano po daw malalaman ng mga mothers?
Okay, so that's a very good question and a very, very common question, Chair.
Opo.
Kasi tayo sa Philippines,
Asian
babies, we are born usually with a lot of our babies who are lactose intolerant.
Okay. Opo.
Hindi katulad ng mga Caucasian people na yung babies nila hindi lactose intolerant, pero pag when they're growing up, they become adults, that's when they develop lactose intolerance.
Okay.
So,
Opo.
the only way na you will know, kasi hindi mo makikita yun sa baby mismo physically.
Opo.
There is one sign, however, na malalaman ng mga mothers na maybe lactose intolerant yung baby nila, is kung there is a typical sign of a nappy diaper rash.
Okay. Opo.
Kasi yung lactose intolerant babies, they produce yung mga poos nila is very, very acidic.
Okay.
So,
Opo.
kung magpupo sila and then the acidic poo is in the diaper, it causes very bad diaper rash.
Opo.
So, kung meron silang diaper rash na hindi nawawala, I advise na they present to their pediatrician
Mhm.
in the instance that this is lactose intolerance.
Opo. So, Doc, ano po
And
ang
that's the only
alternative?
way.
Opo. Ang alternative po sa milk ng mga lactose
So,
intolerant na mga infants?
Yeah, kung lactose intolerant yung baby mo,
Opo.
this is under the supervision of a pediatrician, of course. Yeah?
Opo.
You can shift to a lactose-free formula.
Opo, opo. Pero
Meron
milk din po
tayong,
yun, Doc. Pero milk din po yun.
Yes.
Opo.
Oo,
Kaya lang, lactose-free.
lactose-free.
Opo.
So, the best way is kung yung mga mothers
Opo.
who are breastfeeding,
Okay. Opo.
yun yung
The best po.
na-
Opo.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm talking only about those formula-fed babies.
Okay.
Then
Opo.
they should give their babies a lactose-free formula. Pero
Opo.
pag breastfed sila, we don't have to worry
To worry. Okay. Opo, opo. Okay. So, talagang the best pa rin po, Doc, yung breastfeeding po, no?
Of course,
Opo.
of course.
And you advise the mothers to breastfeed their babies at least until 1 month, rather 1 year old.
Correct.
Opo.
So if you can, the World Health Organization recommendation, Dr. Cherry, is
Opo.
if you can breastfeed your baby up to 18 months, that's very good.
Okay. Opo, opo.
But sa panahon natin ngayon, where mothers are also working,
Opo.
yeah, oo, tapos marami silang responsibility, hindi lang sila nasa bahay,
Mhm.
up to 12 months is very good.
Opo.
Yeah.
Opo. So, another question for you, Doc. Zarina here. How many hours a day should a newborn baby sleep?
Yes. A newborn baby sleeps 23 hours a day.
Oh,
That's a newborn.
talaga,
Huh?
Doc?
Oo.
Almost 1 day talaga.
Oo.
Mhm.
Up to 1 month,
Aha.
tinatawag natin neonate,
Mhm.
less than 1 month.
Mhm.
They sleep, they only wake up to feed.
Oh, I see.
And then they go back to sleep.
Mhm.
They wake up when they are wet.
Mhm.
And then when you change them, they go back to
To
sleep.
sleep.
So, yeah, it's
Mm.
that's their yun yung business nila kasi they're growing.
That's right.
Yeah. So
Nakakatuwa naman.
they need that.
So the mother should not worry about babies who are not waking up for the
Well,
past 23 hours.
No.
Oh.
Don't get me wrong.
Uh-huh.
That 23 hours, it's not straight.
Okay.
Yeah? So there's an average 20
Uh-huh.
to 23 hours. Yeah.
Okay.
Kasi your newborn infant
Mhm.
needs to wake up.
Okay.
For
And
feeds.
also when they are
So,
wet.
Hindi continuous na 23
Not,
hours.
akala ko,
sila.
Doc, 23 hours
Kailangan
talaga.
mag-worry na yung mother niya.
Opo.
Because your infant needs to demand and feed. So you're expecting them nagigising sila every 2 or 3 hours.
Okay.
to
Opo.
feed.
Mhm.
If your newborn baby doesn't wake up every 2 to 3 hours, you worry about that.
Okay. Yes, Doc.
Okay.
At least naintindihan na namin. Akala ko
Yeah,
talagang,
that's to clarify.
yes, 23 hours talagang continuously sleeping. Yung pala, in between talagang they wake up, the baby will wake up for feeding, and then if the baby is wet, they
Correct.
also
Yeah.
wake up. Okay.
Just to clarify, yung 23 hours na sinasabi ko, pag
Apo.
ito total mo siya.
Okay. Opo. Sige, Doc.
Yeah.
Clear po, Doc.
Yes.
Okay. Is it okay to wake up the baby to eat?
To
Eat.
yes. Yes. So in the first 4 weeks of life,
Opo.
don't make the baby go beyond 4 hours na hindi sila nag-feed. So,
Okay.
gigisingin mo yan in the first month of life. Yeah? So, kung halimbawa, yung baby mo wakes up every 2 to 3 hours to feed, that's a good, healthy feeding baby.
Apo.
Yeah? Sometimes, overnight, hindi sila gumigising. So, on the 4th hour, kung hindi
Gigising.
gisingin mo. At you have to feed the
Okay.
baby,
Oo.
especially if they're less than 1 month of age.
Okay.
If they are already mga 1.5 or 2 months, pwede mo na silang hayaan overnight na to wake up and feed.
Okay. Opo. Dok, kasi marami rin yung mga yung mga ibang mga lola-lola, sinasabi na mas importante daw yung tulog kaysa kain. So parang if the baby sleeps, parang let them sleep. Pero hindi po pala ganon, Dok. Dami kasing mga fallacy, alam mo yung mga pamahiin or something, yung mga false beliefs na kailangan talaga, Dok, i-correct through katulad ninyo na mga experts na magsasabi na kailangan talaga i-wake up yung baby to feed.
That's correct. Overnight. Pero
Opo,
up to a point. Kasi ang maximum is 4 hours. Kung ayaw nilang mag-feed within the 4 hours, gigisingin mo sila.
Ayun, opo. So, ayan na mga kananayan dyan. Hindi po pwede na hindi pala gigisingin. Ito, Doc, is it safe for baby to sleep on their back?
What do you mean on the back?
On their back.
Like
nakatihaya, Doc. Okay lang yun, Doc. Kasi di ba parang kailangan nakadapa or something para ma-burp? Meron silang paniniwalang ganun.
Right. So, the safest position for a baby to sleep is on their back.
Okay. Nakatihaya. Okay.
Yeah. Face forward. It is not anymore recommended na yung baby will sleep yung nakadapa.
Nakadapa?
Yeah?
Okay.
Because of the danger of tinatawag natin na SIDS. SIDS is Sudden Infant Death Syndrome.
Okay. Opo, Doc.
Lalo na yung baby na hindi pa siya marunong mag-roll. Yeah? Mag-roll yung baby, magsa-start mag-roll 4 months of age. So, before that, it's very dangerous for them na
nakadapa.
Kasi wala silang strength ng neck. Mag-cover yung face nila dun sa blanket. And it's very dangerous. They might not be able to breathe.
Opo.
So the safest way is nakatihaya.
Opo. In connection sa sinabi niyo po, Doc, how can mothers avoid sudden infant death syndrome?
So, how can they avoid sudden infant death syndrome?
Opo.
So, as I said, the baby is lying flat on their
backs.
Yeah. Nothing in the cot, no stuffed toy, no pillow, no extra thing that could possibly go onto the baby's face. Yeah. Tapos sa crib or tinatawag mo na cot, kailangan yung legs ng baby is all the way down to the foot of the cot. Ibig sabihin yung legs niya nakatouch doon sa one end of the cot. Tapos doon mo na ilagay kung meron kang blanket, yung blanket nakatuck underneath sa cot. Yeah? And the reason for that is kung gumagalaw siya sa gabi, hindi pupunta sa face yung
blanket.
Now, in the Philippines, it's very, very common sa atin, Dr. Cherry, na nag-co-sleep tayo. Ibig
Opo.
sabihin, yung baby nasa tabi natin.
may
Imagine
mga
yung baby.
incident nga, Doc, na nadaganan ng baby eh.
Kaya nga. So, that's not recommended.
Po.
Kung pagod yung nanay, nag-breastfeed siya, nakahiga,
Mm-mm.
kailangan alam ng asawa or mga ibang tao sa bahay na,
Mm-mm.
you know, pag nakita nila na tulog na yung nanay, kunin nila yung baby at ilalagay dun sa cot.
Okay. Opo. So, to avoid na madaganan yung baby, kasi siyempre yung mother na pagod, hindi siya aware na yung kanyang baby is
Kaya nga.
nearby, no? Mm-mm. Eh yun, Doc. Marami pong incidents na ganun dito sa Philippines, Doc, na nadadaganan yung baby. Anyway, Doc, ito, when should baby start responding to sound? Para sure sila na hindi naman si baby deaf.
When is the baby expected to respond to sound?
Apo.
Okay, so the baby from birth would already be able to hear.
Okay. Opo.
So, pag halimbawa, yung tinatanong namin yung nanay, even when they're a few weeks of age, do they startle to sound? Ibig sabihin, nagugulat sila kung halimbawa may pinto na nag-slam hard.
Mm-mm.
Or meron kang
Okay. Mm-hmm.
object na nahulog.
Mm-mm.
Usually, yung baby, nagugulat sila.
Mm-mm.
Yeah? And then, when the baby is about 2 weeks of age, kung meron silang TV or manirinig nila yung boses ng nanay or yung tatay,
Opo.
they turn. They usually turn to that sound.
Mm-mm.
So, from the very start,
Mm-mm.
they can hear already. Kung hindi
Okay.
nagre-respond yung baby to the sound,
Mm-hmm.
and you're really concerned, then have your baby checked by the pediatrician.
Okay. Opo. So, ibig sabihin, Doc, talagang from birth, talagang nakakarinig na ang baby. So, opo. So, hindi yung kung meron lang certain age na saka lang makakarinig. From birth po pala, opo.
They hear from birth.
From birth, opo.
Iba yung sight.
Opo. Okay. Yung sight naman po, Doc, kailan po yun?
So, yung sight, at the end of the first month,
Opo.
nakaka-fix na sila. Ibig sabihin na nakikita na nila yung faces. The first 2 weeks,
Mm-hmm.
shadows lang ang nakikita ng baby.
Okay.
Yeah?
Opo.
But they hear. They respond.
Mm-mm.
At the end of the first month, tumitingin na sila sa mukha mo. Lalo na pag malapit yung mukha.
Opo. So, kailan po, Doc, nag-i-start mag-smile? Kasi yun ang parang dito sa Philippines, Doc, yun ang exciting moments. Pag yung nag-smile na yung baby.
Of course. So, itinatawag natin yan kasi kung minsan yung mga babies, pag natutulog sila, nagsismile sila.
Opo.
That's not the smile that the social smile.
Opo, yung social smile, Doc. Kailan yun?
Social smile, ibig sabihin pag you talk to them, then
Apo.
nagre-react sila sa'yo at nagsismile.
Opo.
You expect it between 4 weeks to 6 weeks and onwards.
Mm-mm. Na social smile na siya. Yung talagang,
Social smile.
opo, na ano na siya, yung talagang smile, hindi yung natutulog na baby. Kasi yung iba, pag natutulog, siguro, nilalaro daw ng angel, Doc. Kasi diba,
Angel, that's right. Yeah.
pag natutulog, smile. Anyway, ito pa po, Doc. What are the best toys for babies? Yan.
Okay, that's good, yeah?
Opo.
So when you say babies, I am assuming you are talking about 4 to 4 months and above.
Apo,
Yeah.
yung
Kasi yung
nagpe-play na, marunong na mag-appreciate ng toys, Doc. Apo.
So the most important thing is what you call there are several kinds of toys. Yeah, there's a cause and effect toy.
Apo.
Ibig sabihin, meron silang ginagawa, may effect kaagad dun sa
Apo,
toy.
may reaction po
Yeah.
yung baby, Doc. Say for example,
Correct.
yung sound, no? Yung toys na may sound.
Exactly.
Apo.
Yun yung cause and effect.
Apo.
Pag pipindutin niya yung red button, may sound na lalabas.
Apo.
Yeah? So, and also there are what we call sensory toys. Yung textures.
Okay,
Yeah?
opo.
They learn about textures. Yung felt, velvet, meron iba na crinkly texture. You know.
Apo.
So, the best toys are the ones that are educational.
Okay, Doc.
Yung nakakaturo sa baby, but age appropriate.
Okay.
What you don't want is yung mga toys na kaagad it's not very good quality, tapos little small pieces will fall off kasi ayaw mong choke sila dun sa small toys.
Opo.
Yeah? Yung toys natin ngayon maganda kasi may naka-label na this is good for
yung age
3
range,
years,
Doc.
6
Opo.
years.
Opo.
Yeah, meron ng age range for
Opo.
safety.
Okay. Opo. So, Doc, meron pa tayo isang question dito. Dami na namin tanong, Doc, ha?
Okay.
Okay lang. Is it better to calm the baby or let them cry?
Oh, that's a very general question.
Apo.
It depends kung ano yung iyak ng baby. Kung medyo masakit,
Opo.
then you have to, you know, I'm assuming the question is kung nag-tantrums yung baby.
Opo. Siguro po ganun
Yeah.
tong question, Doc. Na kung nag-tantrums, tapos is it okay if they let them cry or ika-calm down nila?
So this is where it's a very difficult, you know, thing to do. If it is in public, of course, nakakahiya.
Oo
You
po.
know, sometimes nahihiya tayo, so we sort of just give in. But
Opo.
normally, the way to treat tantrums for a child, lalo na pag nasa bahay,
Opo. Yes.
you, in general, and I will qualify this, in general, you ignore the tantrum.
Okay. Opo.
Lalo
Hayaan
na
lang, Doc.
pag-
Opo.
Oo, lalo na pag nagiging pattern. Kung yung bata nagtatantrum na lang kasi ay, ayaw mong ibigay yung kung
Gusto.
nila.
Opo.
Yeah? So then, you ignore the behavior, yeah? But also check on the child once in a while. So, for example, meron kang 3-year-old child. Yeah?
Opo.
The rule is you do 1 minute per year of age.
Okay.
So kung 3 years old siya, nagtatantrum siya, hayaan mo siya for 3 minutes.
Okay.
But check on them at 3rd minute and then say sa bata, okay, if you stop crying, then ikaw at ako, mag-uusap tayo ng proper.
Okay.
But you have to stop crying first. Yeah? Or you distract them. So on the 3rd, so hayaan mo sila. On the 3rd minute, balikan mo sila.
Apo.
Tapos sabihin mo, okay, gusto mo, we'll drink water or we'll do this. Huwag mong i-bribe. Yeah? Huwag mong sabihin na, sige, kung hihinto ka, bibigyan kita ng chocolate. That's not good too. You just distract them.
Apo.
But the major principle of tantrums, so that hindi sila pabalik-balik na they will do that behavior over and over again.
Mm-hmm.
Tendency is you ignore it.
Okay. So, thank you very much, Doc Zarina, for your time. Alam kong you are a very busy person, lalong-lalo na po ay kayo ay nasa abroad, no? Nasa Melbourne, Australia si Doc. At I'm very thankful po for having you here with us in our program All About Women. Sana po, Doc, every now and then, makakasik pa rin po kami ng time para sa interview sa inyo in the near future para po sa
Of course.
sa benefit ng ating mga young mothers dito sa Pilipinas.
Of
Your
course.
parting
Dr.
words po, Doc.
Dr. Cherry, it
Apo.
was a pleasure to be a guest in your show, and
Apo.
I'm more than happy to be contacted
Mm.
to be a guest again. Any parting words? As parents, we advocate, or we really care for our children. But if there's anything that I want to say in today's world, please reduce the screen time of your children. Screen time meaning cell phone, TV,
Opo.
etc.
Opo.
Interact with your child. Let
Apo.
them play outside. Let them be children. Huwag yung mga iPad,
Gadgets. Opo.
telephone.
Opo.
Yeah.
So, thank you very much, Doc Zarina. And God bless po.
God bless. Bye, Dr. Cherry.
Bye.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.
At dito nagtatapos ang isa na namang usapang pangkababaihan kasama si Dr. Cherry Sarmiento Vallega, All About Women. Tunghayaan ang muli nating pagsasama-sama sa susunod na Sabado, alas 9 hanggang alas 10 ng umaga. All About Women, dito lamang sa DWBL 1242 kHz.